You're listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.
It's Friday, May 8. I'd like to share some thoughts about stock investors. Just imagine watching the KOSPI shatter records, right? Hitting 7,490.05.
Yeah, the champagne is popping, but, well, if you actually look at the exits, foreign investors are just quietly walking out the back door. They net sold a record 7.15 trillion won.
Which is what, about $5 billion US dollars?
Exactly. It's the largest single-day foreign net sale on record. But then you have retail individual investors stepping right in to absorb all that outflow, buying up nearly 6 trillion won themselves.
So it's almost like this bizarre relay race. Instead of institutions passing the baton to each other to lock in their gains, retail is just grabbing it and, sprinting towards Citi's new 8,500 target.
Right, because Citi upgraded their 12-month target to 8,500 right in the middle of this huge divergence. And their analyst, Peter Lee, pointed out that a strong memory semiconductor cycle is basically overcoming the drag of oil prices right now.
Well, and they're also pricing in the Value Up program, right? The government's whole initiative to improve corporate governance and fix the Korea discount.
Yeah, exactly. But retail absorbing a $5 billion institutional dump at all-time highs is, well, it's precarious. Historically, institutional profit-taking colliding with massive retail buying flags elevated near-term volatility.
Because you kind of lose the buffer of gradual price discovery.
Right. The fundamental semiconductor cycle is intact, sure, but the actual market mechanics driving the daily tape are just stretched incredibly thin.
And we're seeing that literally break the market speed limit right at the opening bell. Because if retail is sprinting with the baton at these highs, they're absorbing all the overnight global shocks the very second the market opens.
Which brings us to that massive surge in morning volatility interruptions, or VIs. There have been 7,239 VI calls this year alone.
Wait, really? That many?
Yeah, and 42% of those are clustered right between 9 and 10 a.m.
So overnight news is just hitting the market in this sudden 9 a.m. tidal wave. That has to make the opening option uniquely risky for, algorithmic traders, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you look closer at the structure, 68.8% of those early morning calls are static VIs.
Meaning they're triggered by a 10% gap from the prior close?
Right. The static VI dominance really proves that overnight news prices in these sudden violent chunks, not gradually. As the source noted, in a strong rally, both upside and downside volatility expand.
So the opening option isn't a smooth pricing mechanism anymore. It's basically a pressure valve blowing at 9 a.m., which, begs the question, where is all this aggressive retail money actually flowing to trigger these wild swings?
Straight into concentrated AI funds.
Yeah.
It's completely rewriting the asset manager league tables right now. KB Asset Management actually just retook third place with 32.47 trillion won in AUM.
Wow, so that's around 22.7 billion US dollars.
Yeah.
And that jump is heavily fueled by their Rise, Samsung Electronics, SK Hynix Bond Hybrid 50 ETF, right?
Yep. And then you also have NHMundi's HANARO FNK Semiconductor ETF aggressively absorbing flow too. The capital isn't spreading out.
It's just laser focused on the exact same AI and memory tickers that are driving the broader index.
Which is a massive concentration risk for active traders to grasp. The entire KOSPI is essentially becoming leveraged to a handful of memory tickers.
Maximizing that morning gap risk. If a shock hits the NASDAQ overnight, that localized semiconductor ETF flow just forces immense concentrated selling pressure right onto Samsung and SK Hynix at the opening bell.
Triggering those static VIs all over again.
Leaving us with a really critical catalyst to watch the upcoming May 28 Bank of Korea meeting. If a hawkish rate signal drops into a market suffering from this severe retail-heavy AI concentration, you have to wonder how violently that 9 a.m. pressure valve is going to react next time.
It could be brutal. You definitely don't want to be caught on the wrong side of the tape when that bell rings.
That's today's AI Prism, Stock Investors. This episode was produced with AI assistance based on Seoul Economic Daily reporting and reviewed by a human editor. AI Prism is a 1IFRA award-winning series. We'll be back tomorrow.
You've been listening to AI Prism from Seoul Economic Daily.